What's a ticking time bomb you believe will explode during your lifetime? As someone a few years removed from healthcare, elder care is currently a widespread issue, which will only be exacerbated over the next 10 years, as people age into needing services and residential care, as many places in the U.S. still haven't rebounded from the mass exodus of healthcare professionals during COVID. I've had my fair share of hospital visits, and every time I go it's insane to me how many elderly people are there. Not just elderly that are ill, but a lot that essentially live at the hospitals like they're nursing homes. I manage a nursing home and can confirm, staffing is our biggest challenge. Antibiotic-resistant bacteria. This one, people don't realize how much antibiotics get used, how we haven't had them for very long, and the horrors of dying over minor injury prior to them. Antibiotics becoming useless is an effing nightmare. The dead internet, it's not a theory. Bot farms are already controlling most of social messaging. No kidding, I was on my wife's Facebook earlier to look for something on Marketplace. 95% of her feed was AI slop and what appeared to be ads or bot posts. Junk. Good bot. State pensions, the money won't be there in the future. Millions of people will be effed, including me. The promise of a pension is the only thing that keeps lots of public sector workers accepting shitty public sector salaries. I personally expect to get the Catch-22 experience, where right before I get to retire, they raise the number of years needed. Joke's on them, I won't live that long. Social media and smartphones rotting the brains of at least 2 entire generations so far. I have to think there will be some dire consequences, some of which are already being experienced. And yes, I know Reddit is social media, I get the irony of posting this here. While Reddit is social media, it's a rather slow form of it. Most of it is reading. You don't hit up Reddit to watch your 7-second videos, which is where a lot of the problem lies. I'm not defending it, just calling it less of the evils. I used to share the same opinion until I realized I spend hours of my day reading garbage-ass opinions. I still spend several hours per day on Reddit. Streaming networks. Eventually, people will get tired of paying for so many different subscriptions and of the constant price increase of said subscriptions, and the whole thing will crumble. Not sure what it'll be replaced with, but it's gotta pop soon. People were sick of cable companies' exorbitant rates, but they didn't drop them until a replacement, streaming, was available. We need a replacement for the replacement now. Based on the direction it's going now, piracy more than likely. Environmental collapse caused by loss of species habitats, pollinators, and biodiversity. Since 1970, vertebrate animal populations globally have already dropped by 73%. Seeing how many people don't believe in climate crisis, we're absolutely going there. I don't think people realize how bad the climate crisis and overall environmental crisis really is. Ocean acidification, massive coral bleaching, wildfires across the globe having their worst years year after year. The Holocene extinction, which is the 6th mass extinction in this whole planet's history, this time humanity is the asteroid. Then we have Trump and his cronies hiding everything to do with it. It is like the film Don't Look Up. A lot of people related Don't Look Up to COVID due to the timing, but I recall DiCaprio saying it was meant to represent the climate crisis, so that tracks. I work in the renewables industry, and our projects are getting delayed because fossil fuels projects are being prioritized under this administration. You would think energy production diversification would be a positive for everyone, but some people just like to see the world burn, I guess. Rome has never been this bright. Nero. I've gone 5 years without shitting my pants, not so much as a skitty. I feel like I'm just tempting fate at this point. Just shit your pants so you don't have to worry about shitting your pants anymore. The decline of third spaces and social isolation. Bars and pubs have been on the decline due to less alcohol consumption, generally a good thing, but still. Malls and movie theaters are experiencing a decline in foot traffic due to online shopping and streaming. Even Starbucks and other coffee shops are floundering. At this rate, the day will come fairly soon when the only reason anyone leaves home is to work or to the grocery store, assuming delivery and online orders don't fully take over here as well. And that'll be a sad day. Not to mention everything costs a fuckload, further contributing to its decline. AI will go too far. It most likely won't be long. I almost want to lean a little more conservatively with AI, but equally as damning, I think. I believe our corporate owners will believe AI can do way more than it actually can, and we end up with a diminished workforce causing a massive dip in productivity quality until it is able to be fixed. I feel like a class war is on the verge of breaking out. To appease the masses, you need bread and circus. Bread is becoming harder and harder to come by, and the circus is becoming so regulated that it will cease to be entertaining. Look at the outrage that happened when Kimmel was canceled. It was brought back barely a week later because people were furious. Something is going to give. I feel it. The wealthy are the enemies of everyone else on the planet. They are the source of most of our problems. The problem is people think that the wealthy is the doctor down the street with a big house and a Mercedes, and they forget about the reality rich guy in the compound that can buy every house on the block with their pocket money. My piece of shit washing machine. Hey, it's trying its best. Same, this thing is about to shake itself apart. It's so noisy I know the neighbor must absolutely hate me. It's only a few years old and I've already had to fix the dryer. I'm honestly nervous to try to fix it myself, but I really can't afford a new one right now. It's gotten so bad I've looked into getting a laundry mangle. Housing market or a financial strike. The disparity between wages and house prices just can't go on. Especially the housing market. Like, I get capitalism and all, but some things are too essential for one's dignity to be considered investments for some, while some people have no access to it. Housing is definitely in that department. Hard to say, so many of them already have exploded. Society is exhausted and numb to it at this point, so more bombs might explode, but the question is how much people will be able to care. The problem is things don't explode so much as burn slowly. Things like wealth inequality and global warming are slowly getting worse and worse, but people deny it's happening or minimize the issues. It would almost be better if things happened overnight because people might actually notice. My mental health. Oh, wait. I also choose this guy's mental health. I'm a woman, loudly crying face. Bananas are very challenging to mass produce. They are constantly fighting catastrophic disease. Thanks for watching, and if you want, like this video and subscribe for more. It helps a lot.